Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Penny. I'm a master esthetician in Portland, Oregon. Today I'm just going to share with you guys my favorites. These are the things that I am loving, that are bringing me joy. And let's face it, it's a little heavy out there right now. So I thought just a really fun, relaxing, good old-fashioned favorites video would be kind of fun to make and probably to watch. So let's get right into it. I actually have skincare, I have self-tanning, I have hair care, I have a little bit of makeup, I have all kinds of stuff that just stood out to me recently as the things that I'm reaching for because they make me really happy. So hopefully you will enjoy this. Okay, first thing I want to share with you guys is an oldie but a goodie. I think I shared about this first 3 years ago. So this hasn't gone anywhere. It is still a favorite, and that is my Clearista. Now, if you are not familiar with Clearista, it is a patented retexturizing gel, and it does have jojoba esters, little jojoba beads that are biodegradable. Now, this is cruelty-free, it's paraben-free, it's fragrance-free, and it's patented. And the juice inside this tube is something that I have now loved going on 4 years. I have loved it for so long. So the deal with it is you can use it as a face scrub, and scrub is really a loose term because those jojoba beads are super, super gentle. This is the closest I will get to a manual scrub. And if you are somebody who's averse to manual scrubs, this isn't like any kind of scrub that you've ever used. It is really, really gentle feeling on your skin, but when you rinse it off, your skin is like a baby's butt. It is incredible. And that is because the gel that the jojoba beads sit in, it's patented, and it literally just dissolves excess keratin. It dissolves flakes. This is so great if you have retin A flakes. This is fantastic if you have keratosis pilaris. So if you have the bumps on the back of your arm, sometimes you get them on your legs. Some people can actually get them on their cheeks. This will help with that. It helps just dissolve that keratin and leave you with smooth skin. It helps with rough patches. It's just absolutely incredible. A little bit goes a long way. I don't know if I already said this, but it's an amazing lip mask and scrub because a lot of us get those, we get dry, flaky lips. I will put this on my lips, let it sit for about a minute, then massage it either with my fingers or with a tool. And it's incredible how smooth I can get my lips. So this is a huge favorite. Now, another favorite that I have that I use with this all the time is my PMD. And I've actually talked about this guy before too. But in light of the fact that Clarisonic is going out of business, I thought that it might be a great idea to reiterate that there are actually some better tools on the market than Clarisonic anyway. Now, I know there's a lot of you out there that love Clarisonic, and that is great. That's great, except for that now it's going to be really hard to find the replacement brush heads and all of that stuff. And I truly believe that silicone nubby tools like this are better for your skin. First of all, you can sanitize this. You don't have to worry about harboring bacteria or anything like that. It gives you a very gentle manual exfoliation. This is also fantastic for lymphatic drainage. You can use this with things like this Clearista. I will put some on this. I will put it all over my face, and I will massage this Clearista for a minute or two. Literally gives you baby butt canvas. And this is fantastic to use on the back of your arms for that keratosis pilaris with something like this. So this is an absolutely winning combination. I also really like this a lot lately because I've been going back to doing some self-tanning on my face, and an exfoliated surface is critical for a good self-tan, and your face is no exception. So this has been fantastic for that as well. So speaking of that, for self-tanning, I have been using, and I shared this on Instagram, the Amanda Harrington. This is her mist, facial mist. Now, this is in the color Natural Honey. This is such a great tanner. It already has the color in it, so it's, it gives you a guide. But the reason why I love this more than anything is that I've developed a new technique for myself that I've been doing and loving for the summer. And that is, I have been taking this and spraying it on a brush, and I happen to be using the Rephr. This is number 4, the Rephr 4, an amazing brush, but this has been a little pear for me. I take the self tanner and I spray it on the brush, and I have been contouring with self tanner. And because you get a guide in that so you can see the color of the self tanner, I'm able to really see where I'm doing that, and then I just leave it alone and I let it develop, and I have a subtle contour because for me, I'm not a huge person on contouring anyway. Although I really do recognize that, especially somebody like me who has kind of chubby face and I can get kind of puffy, contouring can really make a huge difference in the look of my face. Well, in the summertime especially, I don't want to be putting on a bunch of makeup for contour. I just don't want all that on my face. So contouring with self tanner gives you, your skin looks contoured already, and then you can wear sheer tinted moisturizers and all of the more sheer types of makeup that we like to wear in the summer. So I love this. Now, I'm sure that if you can't get your hands on the Amanda Harrington, that any self tanner that you really like for the face that is colored so that you actually can see it. I think that that's really important, that you want a tinted self tanner so that you can see your contour and make sure you put it where you want it. And you want a brush that is going to be, I like this angled one because I think it works really well for contouring, but it's not huge. And that's kind of part of the point. It has to be small enough that you can really chisel out the places that you want so that the tanner gets only where you want it to be, and that's it, nowhere else. So that's a favorite. The brush, the self tanner, and the technique are all huge favorites right now. I'm loving that. So I am excited to do it when I do, because I just think it's so, I don't know, creative and fun, and it makes such a difference in the structure, the look of the structure of my face. So that is another favorite. Next up is going to be DMAE. Now, I did a whole video about DMAE. I will link that because it is definitely 100% a favorite. Now, in that video, I talked about the DermaE. This is the Firming DMAE Serum. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have used a ton of this, and it is 100% a favorite, and I hope that any of you that purchased it on my recommendation also like it. I wish that it didn't have a fragrance, but I'm able to overlook it because I really enjoy this serum. I feel like I get some firming from it. I do feel, even if it's temporary, I feel like my face looks a little bit more firm when I am using this. So of course, I've been down the DMAE rabbit hole, and I wound up ordering some things from Perricone. And that's kind of an eat my words sort of situation because I think in a video, I don't know, in the last 4 months, I said that Perricone was one of my least favorite brands ever. I think it was an Ulta video, maybe. Anyway, I'm eating my words because I've purchased a few Perricone things, and except for the fragrance, which I also do not like in their products, I am really, really liking this particular product. This is the DMAE Firming Pads. Now, I did order a couple other things from Perricone that aren't fails, but they aren't quite favorites. They're just kind of okay. Not like knocked my socks off. However, this one I really, really like. Now, these are pads, but what I do is I actually keep them upside down. I store them this way, because then any of the juice that's in there, migrates to the top pad. And every so often I will turn it over and let it go the other way, trying to keep, the serum or whatever that's in here kind of throughout the stack of pads. Anyway, I like these very much because I get the DMAE. It's way up top on the list of the ingredients, but also I love the fact that you put it on and then it disappears because it's like a toner. There's no oily residue. It just soaks into your skin, and that's it. You can move on with your skincare routine, which I think for a lot of people is easier than even incorporating a serum lotion or anything like that, because it's obvious where that goes in your routine. You're going to cleanse, and you're going to probably do this first before you do anything else, if not right after maybe an acid toner, that kind of thing. But it's very intuitive when you use one of these pads. And I do know that a lot of times with these serums and lotions and all of that kind of stuff, it gets confusing as to where to put it into your routine. So I am loving these pads because of their ease of use, easy to fit into your routine. You don't feel like you're piling a bunch of stuff on. Get a dose of DMAE, which is going to help with firmness and tone and brightness and luminosity. It's awesome. So this was a huge hit for me. Next is going to be a product you guys have asked me about a bunch, and I finally feel like I have used it consistently enough to call it an actual favorite, and that is the Peter Thomas Roth. This is the niacinamide discoloration treatment. I got this, you guys, all the way back at the Sephora sale. I did not get it out for quite a long time because I have so much stuff that I'm trying to test fairly that I decided just to leave it alone until I could actually break it out and use it consistently. And I have been using this quite consistently now for a few weeks plus. And what I can tell you about this product is that it is indeed brightening. I don't know how much it's getting rid of brown, but what I'm noticing is my skin looks brighter. It looks like there's some healthy skin under there, and that could be attributed to the niacinamide in here. It could be just that I'm actually dedicating to using niacinamide really, really regularly instead of bouncing around kind of thing, because I am now using this every single day. I started out using it every other day because I wanted to make sure I didn't get super irritated by it. But this is niacinamide, it's tranexamic acid, it's kojic acid, and it's arbutin. And then it has some peptides. It's lovely. It is a lotion form, but for me anyway, it soaks right into the skin. So what I've been doing is when I'm not doing the self-tanning or, when I'm just doing a normal routine, I will cleanse my skin, and sometimes I will do an acid toner, and then I will usually use my DMAE pads. I will put on the DermaE or this one first, one or the other. Honestly, it's kind of whichever one I grab first. They're very, very similar to me in texture. I'd say this one is a touch lighter, but they are both, I'll show you guys, they're both kind of lotiony. So this one, that one is the Peter Thomas Roth, that one is the DMAE. So do you see what I mean? They're both very similar. They're lotions. They're lotions that are supposed to be kind of lotion serum. Then when you rub them in, for me anyway, they just soak right into my dry, dehydrated skin, and that's it. I can go on with my routine. I don't feel like I put on a serious lotion moisturizer or anything like that. They definitely have the consistency of a serum. And so that is how I've been doing that part of my routine. But what I have been doing recently, you guys, is incorporating those facial oils. Now, I made a whole video about facial oils, and I have to tell you, it's one of the most exciting products for me to reach for every single day. And I have probably 7 different oils. I showed 4 in my facial oil video. And one that I didn't show, but I did list in the description box that I love so much to wear with my makeup is this one by Omorovicza. Such a difficult name to say. And it doesn't even look like I've used it. You guys, I've used this so many times, but you only need literally, you pull this thing out and you use like 3 drops. That's it. So this thing, this is going to last, I don't even know. I mean, it's going to last at least a year. I can't see how I could even, I don't even know if you could go through it before it goes bad because you use a very little amount. I do go back sometimes and use another 2 or 3 drops just to put on my neck, because what happens for me with a facial oil when I use it before my makeup is it changes the texture of my skin. It makes the surface of my skin look smoother and less textured. And I know that that's because it's softening up the cells and just kind of making them look hydrated and plump and good. And I know that a lot of that is just surface and it's probably going to wash away at the end of the day and whatever. But for while I'm wearing my makeup, I love it. I absolutely love it. So what I've been going back to doing is using my Westman Atelier. This is another thing that is like a flashback. I have pulled this out many times over the last couple of years, of course. It used to be like my go-to all the time, only makeup that I wore. I loved it so much. And then I tried a bunch of other things and you know how that goes. I've been pulling this out all the time again because when I use it over a facial oil, It's magical. It is absolutely magical. So I put on my facial oil, I press it into my skin, and then I take a brush, and I use the Sephora brush. I'll put it in the description box. I use the Sephora like Pro Airbrush kind of brush, and I just put that brush on the tip of this makeup that looks like this. I just put the brush on the tip of that, and then I buff this into my skin. I used to draw like war paint this all over my face in 2 different colors. And truthfully, that was putting on too much makeup. It really ended up applying too much makeup. So the way that I found that I think is the best with this is to take a brush and then buff this in. If you haven't investigated the Westman Atelier line, it's absolutely beautiful. And it is a clean makeup line. It's great if you have sensitive skin that's reactive. It can help to calm that. It does have coconut oil of some sort in here. Does not bother me at all. And I can be bothered by coconut oil. I tried the Kir Weiss that is a lot like that, and I completely broke out. So I can't do coconut oil either, but for some reason in the Westman Atelier, it doesn't bother me even in the least. But what makes this so fantastic, what makes the Westman Atelier a favorite again, is the facial oil. Like the facial oil just transforms. So if you're somebody who uses a cream, makeup of any kind, just try, and you're dry, especially if you're dry or you're dehydrated, try putting on a facial oil first and see how it transforms the makeup and how it kind of melds it with your skin. It's like it melds the makeup and makes it one with your skin. And so you don't look like you're wearing makeup. You look like your skin just got really good, which is a big, big difference. Okay, just a couple more things, you guys. This one is kind of a funky favorite, but it is the Secret. This is deodorant, you guys. I shared this on my Instagram, and if you haven't followed me over on Instagram, you really should. I share all kinds of fun beauty content over there as well, and I'm able to share stuff a little bit more often, and this is one of the things that I shared over there, as weird as that is. But this is the Bergamot and Orange Blossom deodorant. The reason why I love this one so very much is that it smells so much like my beloved Jo Malone. This is the Orange Blossom cologne. I've talked about this for a few years now too. I have this in the cologne. I also have it in the hair mist. It is the most beautiful smelling Orange Blossom summertime in a bottle scent. It just makes me happy to wear. I love it so much. And this stinking deodorant smells just like it. It smells just like it. It's pretty soft. You aren't going to walk around with your pits smelling like oranges. It's not that strong, but I love the idea of if I'm wearing Orange Blossom fragrance that I have this as my deodorant. I don't know. I just love that. But also I'm getting into all kinds of orange scents. Kathy from Kathy's Beauty Care Chats. I'm going to link her channel down below. She is obsessed with fragrance right now, and she has bled that over to me. Now I'm re-obsessed with fragrance, and so many of the fragrances that I'm loving have Orange Blossom in them and vanilla, and this is fantastic with it, especially in the summer. It just is one of those happy, happy scents. So this is a huge favorite. I love this. The last thing that I'm going to share is a shampoo, and I bought this at Sephora on a total whim. And I normally don't care for this scent. So this is kind of interesting. I mean, I want to like this scent, but it can be a little bit too overpowering for me. I bought it's Brazilian Joia, and it smells just like the Bum Bum or Boom Boom cream from Sol de Janeiro. And I love that cream on other people. I think it smells so good on other people. So I've purchased it a few times only to always give it away because it is just too strong on me. So I thought, oh, maybe I'll get the shampoo and the conditioner and just have it be a scent in my hair. So the very first time I used the shampoo and I used the conditioner, it was way too much. I mean, I got a headache because my hair, it was strong like the Boom Boom cream. So the next time I did not use the conditioner. I only used the shampoo, and then I used one of my regular conditioners that I have, and that was magical. What happened was my conditioner went ahead and just kind of softened this scent, left me with just a hint of this, and I had my husband say a couple times to me, wow, you really smell good, and it was this shampoo in my hair. So I have to say that the shampoo is a hit. The conditioner is not. However, if you love that Boom Boom cream, then you would love the shampoo and the conditioner. But for me, I wanted just a eau de toilette. I wanted a faint version of the Boom Boom cream. And that is when you use the shampoo and you use a different conditioner. And then you get just a hint of the Boom Boom cream in your hair. So this was the, oh, and you guys, if you have frizzy hair, if you have unruly hair, if you have dry hair, it actually is a really, really great shampoo. I did not feel like my hair was stripped. I felt like it left it shiny and soft and manageable, and not like when I put the conditioner in, I was putting it over like a Brillo pad. It was already kind of silky. So it's a good shampoo actually for shampoo also. So this is a really good one. I will tell you guys that I have the Rosehip oil here from Trilogy, and I was going to say that it is right up here with this Omorovicza, and it is. The Rosehip oil is a favorite. It's the one that I'm reaching for at night all the time when I'm using facial oil at night. The Omorovicza is the one that I'm using with my makeup almost always. So I will definitely link my facial oils video if you want more details about facial oils and the ingredients and all that kind of stuff. I will also link my DMAE video. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that it was just entertaining and light and fun. I hope you're safe and healthy. And I will talk to you in my next skincare video. Take care.